Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I got a special treat for you, all Mopar guys. This is gonna be my first Mopar on my channel. This is a 1969 Plymouth Barracuda. It's got a 318 in it, so I wanted to show you this car, and then later on we're gonna have a few videos on what we're gonna be doing to it. So this is gonna be kind of like an introduction and a walk around video on this 1969 Plymouth Barracuda. Thanks. The first thing I wanted to show you guys is this hood scoop. It came with the car along with a bunch of other parts, and this was just sitting here just for show right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. It looks kind of good, but kind of ridiculous because it's big, but I think it's period correct for 1969. So for now, I'm just going to get it out of the way and put it to the side. So I set this hood scoop to the side. Let me pop this hood open. Somewhere over here, I saw the release lever thing. And the story that I know for this car, the stuff that I know so far is that, you know, it belonged to a friend of mine. We did some trading, and he wanted to get rid of the car. And we made a deal, so I'm keeping the car. The car did not have the motor and the transmission in it. When I got to his house, there was a lot of parts that were off the vehicle. No motor, no trans, even though all those parts were in his garage. So in order for me to transport it, I went ahead and installed the motor and transmission, drive shaft, some of the loose parts that were there because I didn't want to lose anything. And it makes it harder to transport when you got a bunch of parts here and there. So this is a 318 motor. I don't think it's the original motor, according to him. So it's got some goodies on it, like the aluminum valve covers, and it is a 2-barrel carburetor. So like I was saying earlier, I just went and dropped this in there, dropped the radiator, and just so the parts can stay kind of together. As you can see, the wiring harness is loose and it's just there. So the car was somewhat disassembled. You can also tell that the wiper motor is missing, but I have it. The brake booster and master cylinder and brake lines and stuff like that. But I just want to show you under here. It does appear to have the big radiator, even though this is not an AC vehicle. It's not an AC car from what I can tell. So that's what it looks like under the hood. Oh, and also no power steering, because it looks like it's got a manual gearbox. Way down there, you can barely see it, but you know, there's no power steering pump, no power steering hoses, that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's just a manual a manual steering vehicle. I was surprised that it does have the electronic ignition module for it. So I don't know if that was original for 69 or not. You guys let me know in the comments. More, like I said, no air conditioning, just a heater that goes on that side, the heater hoses coming out of the side. So let's take a quick look at the interior. You follow me this way? Well, let me show you some of the rust that it has, which is not, to me, it's not bad, but some people might be. But it's got rust in the usual places, the lower part of the fender right there. See some holes. And also some on the rocker here. It looks like someone had repaired it at one time. Looked like it had some Bondo or something. So need to repair that. A little bit happening here and here. From the inside of the trunk, it looked like someone had did the lower quarters. It looks like it was a base coat clear coat at one time. I know that's not original, but somebody had painted like that, and you can see how the clear coat is coming off. Pretty neat. Fuel cap, still the original one. Looks pretty cool with fuel on it. See some of the mildew stuff, stains that it's been on the car because the car sat for a long time. I want to show you this real quick. Apparently this car has not been registered since 2011. Yeah, so it's about 15 years old. I think the car came originally out of Colorado, at least before it got here to Texas, but it's been here in Texas for a long time. Let me show you the interior. I'm not sure. I haven't done the research on the outside body color. It's red now, but let me show you something real quick. Of course, the door panel's falling apart right here. But inside this door, I can tell that it used to be like a gold color. At least this door is. So I don't know if that's the original color or not, or maybe they replaced the door, but it looks like it's got like a gold color under there. If you get closer, I can show you the seats. As you can tell, this seat foam is just like falling apart. It looks like a crumbling cookie. Look at that. And it's got like a velour interior. I don't think that's original neither, but who knows? I have no idea. It could be. I did get brand new seat cushions for it. They came with the car. And so that's pretty good. I probably have to get, I do need to get the seat covers for it. And let me sit in it here. I did vacuum it before I got it over here because it had a lot of rat stuff in it. That I didn't want to be breathing it. I did lower the windows to air it out. It does have an aftermarket Grant GT steering wheel, and it's got cool instrumentations. You know what? I just now noticed that it's got a 120 speedo here, and gauges on this side. I don't know if you can capture it on the, yeah, I guess you can, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of glare. Let me see on this side. You can see the gauges there on that pot there. It's got us 4 gauges. It is column shift automatic, as you can see here. All this stuff is not connected, so that's why it moves so freely like that. It's kind of neat how the speedometer, because you know it just shows just single digits. You know, from 1 to 20. And let me see, is this, oh yeah, I can see the mileage on it. It's got 4,217, which I know that's not original. It's probably 100,000 plus, or maybe 200,000 plus. Let me show you the rest of the instrument, since I'm sitting in here. And the dash looks pretty good, and it's soft. I'm surprised how good of a shape that is. Nice and soft there. It's got an aftermarket radio with the pull-out phase, and the phase is missing. It's got an extra 2 gauges here, aftermarket. It looks like a cigarette lighter. Glove box. It's all red inside, so maybe the car was red on the interior. Who knows? Passenger side door panel, kind of bad. It's got an aftermarket speaker in there, 2 speakers. You know, it's got a little tweeter there. And the inside, the upper part of the door is metal. On the inside looks really nice. Actually, it's kind of shiny. What else? Let me see if I can get you maybe too much of a close-up. Rearview mirror, sun visors, the headliner. See if we can get a shot of this headliner real quick. As I'm looking at it, wow. At the first look at this headliner right now, and it's completely intact. There's nothing wrong with it. It is a maroon color. Let me show you the back of it. The rear door panel, quarter door panel, rear seat area. I think this is a fold down seat, I think. Cool little Barracuda right there in the middle. 2 seats there. I mean, the rear seat, it's got a split down the middle there. The other side, it looks very good on the door panel. Maybe this could be salvaged. Got a nice little dome lights there in the back, rear glass. Another dome light on this side. And let me walk around it a little more now and show you the rest of the body. And on the other side, one cool feature that the car has, and it's loose because it was just inside the car. This Barracuda panel, the rear tail light panel, I just grabbed it, set it on there because it's loose, but I want you to see it. And it's pretty neat. So it's got the little fish, the little Barracuda on it. Pretty cool. Let me pop this trunk open so you can see. Let me put this to the side. I do have a set of keys with the car, which they're amazing. It came with a bunch of extra parts, and I already put the parts in the back of my truck. In the back, not too much going on. Spare tire and wheel and tire. I don't even know if it belongs to this car or not. That's an old Colorado plate. That's why I think this car came from Colorado before we got here to Texas, but it's been a while ago. It looks like the lower part of the quarter panels have been patched up. So, but no big deal. I mean, nice and red under here, and really no rust right here on the trunk seal lip, I suppose. Well, maybe some right here. I have to dig that out and see what that's doing. But as we come around the back, you know, the rear bumper looks pretty good. It looks like it's original, but even though it's kind of dull, the lower valance is there and is not even dented. Tail light seems to be okay. They're not cracked or anything like that. As we come around the side here, quarter panel look okay. I mean, you know, typical for I mean, how old is this car? 50 something years old. I'm sure it's gonna have its rust here and there. I looked underneath the car, it's not that bad. More peeling on the base coat clear coat paint job that someone had done at one time on the clear. The typical rust at the bottom of the doors where water just sits. Probably need to fix that and put a patch panel there as well. It's on the fender. It's got these aftermarket wheels that look like centerline race style wheels. They're 14-inch. That's what it came with it. You know, they're okay, so I'll probably need to do something different with those. So anyhow, let me open this passenger door so you can see it from this side as well. Like I said earlier, look at this on this door panel. I think this part of the door is real nice and slick paint. Maybe these door panels are maybe savable. I don't know. This could be probably good for a driver. The seats fold forward so you can get in the back seat there. I did a quick vacuum. I'm sure it needs to be cleaned up even more. So I put this back this way and shut this door. Little squeaky. The door shut real good. And what I like about it is that it's got all the chrome all the way around the windows. You know, the drip rails right here. It's got this vent window here. Wonder if it even opens. Let me see. How you open this? Oh, this way. Manual. That's your air conditioning right there, guys. You go 40 miles an hour and you get some AC. Just air inside. That works pretty good. It's got all the windshield trim here. Missing the wiper arms. It's got the ridiculous little bit wiper blade there. It's too small, but it needs the wiper blades for sure. I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a walk around on the car, and you guys let me know what you think about it. Like, this is the first Mopar on the channel, and I would really like to hear from you Mopar guys, you know, because I got Pontiacs on this channel, Chevy trucks, Mustangs. So I want to hear from the Mopar guys. And you know what, lately I've been coming across Mopars, so I don't know, maybe I'm trying to, you know, they trying to change me over. But I like all vehicles, you know, all American muscles, so I appreciate them all. But you Mopar guys, let me know what you think. And please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And let me know what you think about this car. So you guys have a great day, and thanks for tuning into my channel.